welcome back to the podcast. Derailed, yeah, high quality humor. Last week, Haus talked for an hour by himself.
Hell yeah!
Me and Google were very busy.
Great episode.
Google was busy moving.
Probably our best episode.
And I was busy just doing something. I don't know what I was doing.
What were you doing? Halloween?
I was helping somebody move their stuff. That's what I was doing.
You are always helping somebody move.
I know. I'm always helping.
Just say no.
What did you steal?
I didn't steal anything.
I know you stole something. What did you walk away with?
No, I would never do that. No, I helped a friend move. I helped a friend move.
I just picture that every time you say I'm helping a friend move, that just is like code word for like I'm robbing banks or something, you know? Like
I'm robbing banks?
Yeah.
You think he's a criminal?
Either that or I'm just using I'm returning the tapes, just trying to get out of a conversation more or less.
Well, the only movie I've ever seen about Irish people is honestly Boondock Saints. So I assume that every day of your life is just Boondock Saints continuously.
Yeah, I live in an abandoned house or apartment complex. And
did you bring the rope?
I always bring the rope.
That's a throwback to a movie that no one liked.
Hey, I've never finished it.
Really?
Yeah, I never watched it.
I think that movie's really good just because William Dafoe just has sex with a lot of men in it.
Yeah, I like William Dafoe. He's always just, A friend of mine met him at a Burlington Coat Factory. He was buying a fur coat for his boyfriend there.
My friend met him at Oshkosh Bagosh. He was going down to, he was working on a skyscraper he's a method actor. So he was popping rivets on skyscrapers for Trump. And
he's popping rivets.
He's buying some Oshkosh Bagosh there. And wow, who would have known, done?
Is Burlington Coat Factory not everywhere else? is it only here?
Do we have I don't know if we have one here.
I think it's like everywhere. It's like REI. It's like if you have a population over 100,000, you probably do.
Burlington Coat Factory. I need to figure that out now.
Welcome to the Derailed podcast, where we'll Google things for you free of charge.
Yeah,
call into the Discord hotline.
Let's do a weekly recap as we've been doing. So Haus.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, the reason last week got so fucked up as well because I was in Mosinee, Wisconsin.
Oh.
In the middle of fucking nowhere at an airport.
Did you stop by Sheboygan?
No, I stopped at I think it was Point, Wisconsin.
Oh.
Home of Point Beer. I don't know.
Terrible place. Fuck.
Did you go?
Fuck
did
Point,
you go to
Wisconsin.
The Avery scrapyard? Did you go there?
No, I was in Mosinee Airport to meet our president, Donald J. Trump.
And how did that go? We are now an alt-right podcast, boys. We're going to get that money. That's sweet.
I went to a Trump rally. I had never been to a presidential rally, period. But here I was, 4 or something hours away at a fucking airport in the middle of Mosinee, Wisconsin.
You know why that is? Because normally sitting presidents don't campaign, but...
Yeah, I know. It was like so bizarre. It was so bizarre.
I don't even know how it normally works. So, like, whatever you're saying to me,
basically everyone drives to this place. People are there a day ahead of time, several days ahead of time.
Camping.
Camping.
You remember Kevin Trudeau's boxing match? Remember that shit? You ever see that shit where he like gets knocked out in like the first round? Yeah, definitely Google that shit. Kevin Trudeau boxing, where they do like a 20-minute intro.
Trudeau?
I don't know. Is it? I can't remember which is which.
Was it real?
Justin Trudeau.
Who's Kevin Trudeau? What Kevin Trudeau, the Mega Memory Course. That's how I remember Kevin Trudeau. He used to sell like as seen on TV shit. There we go. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
No, Justin Trudeau had a boxing match. Remember that thing? That was funny.
Where he just got knocked out in like the first 2 minutes.
It's a joke.
My face. Oh, please don't. Sorry.
Why is all your weak beta males all sound like the turtle from Rocko's Modern Life?
Because it's the same guy who did fucking. It's just all. They rub sand in my nipples.
Say what the finger turn the page.
What the flick the finger turn the page. Rocko's Modern Life. God, I miss that show.
Me too.
But you know what you should do is go to to everyone out there, go to a Trump rally and just start an awkward chant. Like, Like, I just picture
that was already happening. That was already happening all over the goddamn place.
What were they chanting? Because I just picture
like lock her up out of nowhere.
They were chanting
out of nowhere. No one would mention. No one was mentioning Hillary, and then randomly they just start going, "Yeah, Hillary's a bitch. Lock her up. Lock her up."
Literally, in a South Park episode. It sounds amazing.
Literally. It was insane. We got there at like 3 p.m. We ended up waiting outside until 7 for the Air Force One to land. And then you had to walk I
love how uninterested
we had to walk like 5 miles. We had to walk like 5 miles just to get to the end of the line.
Yeah, because
get in.
His jet can't just land in middle America, you piece of shit. Like, why would it?
Christ.
It's got to land.
I've never waited so long for anything I've not wanted to see so much in my entire life.
I've never waited this long for a Halloween spectacular, but
it was horrible.
I just picture like there's got how like hippies go on tour and follow like the same bands and they just bring degeneracy wherever they go. I just picture
all the hippies in this case were selling merch.
Well, yeah, no, but I picture, like, there's just dudes on tour who go to Trump rallies and start awkward chants. Like, that would be a great fucking club to get in on, because you probably got your own fucking CPAC or whatever the fuck, you got your, like, dark money, dark energy. It's,
There it is.
Yep. That was the secret word for today.
I was, like, the whole time thinking, like, man, I should just, like, get a U-Haul trailer, own one, and follow this weird thing around the country and sell shirts that just say like vague American nationalist statements like just have a screen press in the back and make really shitty t-shirts like hear someone say something retarded and go that's a shirt and then make it a shirt immediately and the shirt would just be like beat a girl USA beat a girl yeah like something like that. And people would probably buy it.
Isn't there already American Eagle? I thought that was already a brand.
American Eagle isn't that violent.
Well, I'm just saying, like, American Eagle, dude. It's like, that's the first thing I thought is just put an eagle and just write the word eagle underneath it, so it's well labeled. And then on the back have
I never thought about that. American Eagle is, like, kind of weird. It's like a nationalistic Abercrombie and Fitch.
Yep.
Huh.
Okay, well, so Google, what did you do? What were you up to?
No, what did you do? I want to know what you have been
what
up
did
to.
you do?
You have been MIA, boy. I've been moving and I've been like...
What do you mean? I've been around. You could have messaged me at any point in time. I've been around.
Yeah.
To be honest, I never know when you're around.
Yeah, it's secret.
It's not a secret. I literally just have been. I helped somebody move, and then I was cleaning up for a bit. I don't know. I just been avoiding the internet a little bit. I don't know. I just not been on. I don't know. It's only so fun, making fun of kids online, and then you get bored of it. I guess
that's why you need to pick a bigger bully. Like kids are just easy pickings. Like that's why.
Yeah, pick a political official like everybody else.
I go on the pool Discord. I go on there all the time. It's hilarious. But
it's great.
Those people are just fucking brain dead. They're like pseudo intellectuals with no education whatsoever.
Which poll server? Because there's so many fake and real poll servers.
I'm in the one that you invited me to. Remember that's where you got banned from? Apparently, the new account that I'm not banned on. So I went in there, and I'm also in the backup now. So it's like I can go in there and talk on voice to the owner, and he gets so upset with the shit that I say all the time.
Oh, I think it's a she, actually. I'm pretty... Well, I don't know if the...
Is it a she?
Yeah, I think so.
I know more female poll people than male. It's insane.
It's so weird. I love it. It's like...
It makes even more... It even makes less sense.
Well, I mean, like the magic of poll is... we all start memeing and then,
and then it just digresses awfully.
No, like the classic before poll, after poll, because facts are facts, and you really can't.
No, but it's not even the case of the matter. It's just people some people are just literally straight pseudo-intellectuals in those servers, and they literally go in there like, oh, here's some facts and figures for 2008, and this is what I'm basing my whole opinion off. Oh.
Right,
here are my statistics. Black people bad, white people good.
Yeah, but they're the autists who are willing to do the research. Like they're the ones who actually scammed through the FBI website, Like if I said to you, go find me crime statistics for 2017, I have no, you'd Google for 20 minutes. Like I've tried it before because the FBI website.
I'd end up on a BuzzFeed article.
Yeah. That's where they're citing for information.
I know, it's great, dude. It's it's like watching. It's the Ouroboros.
Somebody gave me an Onion article one time and I laughed. I was like, Yeah. I was like, nice.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Do you realize what that is? They're like, oh, it sounds like a really good source. So like, yeah, okay, buddy.
True.
Yeah, man.
Well, I know it's like kind of like hipsterism is kind of take. I don't know, like half the nuts, like still. I don't know, like they're like poll servers. Like you can guarantee that the real poll, like the OG like K nuts would never join a Discord for poll, like just because.
God, no.
Yeah, I see adverts like all the time. I'm like, I'm not.
I think the only time that I ever seen a community actually get along and like kind of meme was like, as I said, Video 4chan, where we used to just sit on SyncTube and fucking like, put dumb fucking YouTube videos up on nonstop. That shit was funny.
I used
camaraderie.
Like I used
Shout
to
out Vincent.
roll through. Yeah, shout out to fucking old school V.
Shout out Vincent. Rip Vincent.
Look at it now.
Tank in my backyard.
Moots, the husk.
It's like the scene. It's like the scene from Blazing Saddles. All the cowboys sitting around a can of beans, farting in their seats.
Talking about cowboys, I watched Hateful Eight last night again, and I really like that. That's like probably one of my favorite Quentin Tarantino movies that he made recently.
Really?
Yeah.
That was my
I
least
hate
favorite.
like the reason I like it is because it reminds me of Reservoir Dogs, but in like a Midwestern kind of setting.
Yeah.
But I hate Inglourious Bastards, and I literally fucking hated what was that other one?
Django Unchained.
Django wasn't too bad.
Django's
It was
great.
Okay.
Like,
Wasn't there another one after that, or am I missing one?
I don't know. Like
No.
Django was decent. Like there was some decent
okay.
fucking
Yeah, I love
repartee.
Django.
Like,
And I
it's
love
a good-
Inglourious
it's a good
Bastards.
Inglourious Bastards
If they
suck.
could redo Inglourious Bastards and just remove Brad Pitt's terrible accent, like just remove Brad.
Oh God! Why did they
completely.
decide to put that in there? It was such
Dude,
a
who would
bad
you,
aspect.
who would you put in place of Brad Pitt?
The guy they had as the German officer that literally went AWOL and like started killing a bunch of his own German. I can't remember who the actor is.
No.
He looks like Val Kilmer, but he's not. What's
Dude,
his
Val
name?
Kilmer. Holy shit! Never forget the
No,
name.
this guy doesn't. He kind of looks similar to like.
Yeah,
Val
I know
Kilmer. He
you're
actually looks like B.J. Blazkowicz from fucking.
Yeah, no, dude. I thought he was Dolph Lundgren. Like the first time I saw him.
Yeah.
Like, is that
Yeah,
Dolph,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
has he
It's
aged
not,
that
though.
well? No.
It's not though.
Or you mean the guy that was like, no, what's going to happen now? He's like, empty my gun into your Nazi balls. And just-
Yeah.
Rocky 3, Die Hard.
Yeah.
Oh, c'est scheiße.
He was that guy's a good actor. He's in a couple movies
Yeah.
here and there.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was gonna say, like, dude, fucking just like literally recast it with Edward Norton just to spite Brad Pitt.
yeah.
Oh no! The only thing that bothers me
about
about Quentin Tarantino movies is what's his
They're very-
name being in all of them.
Tim Roth.
No, the
Tim Roth's in every one.
I can't believe I forgot his name. He's like the one that always like he was in Pulp Fiction.
Which one? There's a lot of people in. Do you mean Samuel L. Jackson?
Samuel Jackson. That's
Yeah,
Yeah, he's in all of them. Yeah, because he's a
I
good.
know, he's in all of them.
yeah. Samuel
he's a good
Jackson
actor.
does one thing really well.
And that's
I didn't like his role that much in Inglorious. Or
What are you
not
like
Inglorious.
literally all of his roles.
No,
are
not Inglorious. I
angry
meant
black men.
Hateful Eight. Hateful Eight.
Really?
I liked him in Hateful Eight because I thought he
actually-
was hilarious. Like,
Yeah.
In Hateful Eight.
Like he's.
I
The
thought it was
comic
weird.
relief.
There was that whole scene where he's like, "Yeah, I made that dude suck my dick." I was like,
Well,
"Oh,
he was trying to provoke him into shooting,
I know.
right? And so
Yeah,
claim
it was-
self-defense. It's actually pretty smart if you think about it. But then
Yeah,
you
like,
have
You
what's
can
his
tell,
name?
like you can tell his dialogue has been improving. Like that's.
Who
like,
was that
Django
other
Unchained,
actor who
Hateful
was
Eight.
hiding in the basement the whole time? I can't remember his name.
Is it Kurt Russell? No,
No, Kurt
No.
Russell was what's it
No, he's
called?
the-
The Hangman John Booth.
I'm trying to remember. I was pretty fucking obliterated when I went to the showing.
No, there was a guy. He was in 21 Jump Street with Jonah Hill. What the fuck was his
Oh
name?
Jesus.
I can't remember for the life of me.
Welcome to IMDb failures.
He was in Magic Mike, wasn't he? Yeah, he was in that movie.
yeah, I don't know, some dude.
I can't remember
nice,
his name.
with nice muscles.
Channing Tatum. That's who it is. Channing Tatum.
the most forgettable name in person.
It was funny, like his role was so insignificant in the movie, though. It was fucking hilarious because he's like probably, if you consider all the actors there, he'd probably be up there with the A-list actors. But his whole point in the movie is so like forgettable because it's like, they show I think in chapter 4 or 5, the establishing idea of like how they all come into Mimi's haberdashery and they set up the shot and how he hides in the basement, right? But then when he finally shoots through the floor to blow off Samuel L. Jackson's nuts, right? He pops his fucking head out and then Samuel L. Jackson just fucking blows his brains out when he says hi to his sister. Like literally, the scene lasts a total of like maybe 10 minutes.
That's just it. It's like fucking. I will say this is fucking Tarantino takes character actors and makes them actual leads. Like fucking like William Dafoe is like the ultimate the fucking character actor who becomes the lead, you know, like no matter what he's in, because he's fucking nuts.
Well, I mean, even if you look at what was it, Reservoir Dogs? What the fuck is that guy's name who plays? Not Mr. Pink. Who is it? The one who cuts a cop's ear off. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Oh,
okay, he's also in Hateful Eight too, and he plays
Mm-hmm.
Joe Gage or whatever. And it's like he's a good actor too. And
speaking of William Dafoe being like crazy, I watched the movie Existenz from 1999.
Oh, dude, great movie. Dude,
my friend's been obsessed with all these David Cronenberg films, like Scanners and everything.
Dude, Crash, holy shit!
I love Scanners. I love Scanners.
But I watched Existenz for the first time. I never really watched it until like a week ago, and I was like, man, the acting in this movie is so goofy.
It is
so weird.
All right,
dude.
Look, I feel like we're just talking about movies now. But Google, what did you do this week? We know you moved, but what else are you doing?
Fucking please no SWAT. Do you really like? I don't know. I rewired shit. I don't know. I learned how electricity is wired, and then
you still not working? You're just still dicking around?
Yeah, no. I guess I'm watching the shit show of my company collapse from within as a terrible trade dispute breaks out, and I kind of get to eat popcorn.
I'm so jealous of the fact that you get to work from home, man. Fuck, you have no idea.
Well, like that's just it. I mean, you could always come to the dark side. Just make another company, dump everything, keep the stock options, and fucking edit, copy, paste, whatever. Like, I don't know. Like, what have I done this week? Honestly, let me think here. What have I actually done that hasn't been moving, cleaning, or fucking autistic garbage that no one cares about?
I care about it.
Probably, honestly, it's no. Like, I don't know. Like, I cleaned an entire garage, like an entire dumpster full of garbage, and then proceeded to. Yeah.
Sounds hot.
Well, the problem was, like, so apparently this dude who used to live here, meth head, complete nut job. Ooh. All the neighbors have come up to me and are like trying to suss me out to see if I'm a meth head too, because like this dude bought his house from his brother. so they're like trying to see if I'm a family member, if they're gonna have the same meth problem on the third round of it. Yeah. And I was like, calling the police to be like, how many times have you guys been here? They're like, oh, you think they're making meth? We're like, oh, we've been there like 7 times in the past 4 months. I don't think you have to worry about anything. We've been in the house quite a bit as of late. I'm like, oh, okay. So fucking.
Is that what they were doing in the house though? Like, but prior to you buying it?
I think they were just snorting meth. Honestly, from what I.
Is the house run down though? Like, I don't understand. Were you downsizing or were you upgrading?
No. This dude used to be a building contractor. So. But he was like literally upside down in his mortgage. So because he did like all this renovation in anticipation of trying house flip, and then the meth took the best of him, and new bathroom and new everything else, But
wow.
So this piece.
He must have did a good job molding and stuff.
Yeah, the basement's dry. How about that? We'll just say the basement's dry. Like chain smoking inside, like just not like. I don't know if you've ever been around a meth head who smokes like 2 packs a day, but oh boy, inside it's when you're not a smoker anymore, it's pretty rough. Anyway, this fucking piece of shit. Literally, I take these I find clean out the garage, ISO heat. Like fucking isopropyl alcohol you put in during the winter, so you shit. Yeah. Throw those things in the dumpster. Fucking 20 minutes later, gigantic oil swell pours out of the dumpster because I had smashed the ISO heat and he had actually put dirty fucking oil in the ISO heat bottles. So where I thought I was throwing isopropyl, now my fucking driveway has a gigantic fucking stain. Forever because of something.
You can you can get that off. You can actually remove that. You got to do it with heat though. I'm pretty sure you got to. I already did. Blowtorch.
Yeah, I got a kitty litter and tarbs, but it's fucking.
No. You're trying to use Absorbable, but Absorbable won't do shit. You're gonna have to burn it off.
Oh, okay. Well, I have a butane torch. That's the other thing. I guess.
Or just is it do you have like a normal driveway? Get it tarred.
No, it's like it leads to an alley, but. And as I get swatted, dude, I met my neighbors, right? Like they're all fucking crazy in some weird autistic Wisconsin way. Met one dude who hunts deer only by musket, like actual muzzleloader.
Neighbors.
Yeah, so
we got the hunter from the Jumanji movie.
No, like I don't. I shit you not. He's like any deer that I shoot are the dumbest deer imaginable because if I have time to reload a fucking musket. This dude put a fucking like 10x scope on his fucking single round like ball-bearing black powder musket and has an entire garage full of antlers. He's probably my fucking hero at this point because it just, yeah, I don't know what neighborhood I moved into, but it's like Homesteader Central, like a fucking, I don't know. It's great. Come on down. What are you doing? What have you been doing there, Mr. Prods? What have you been?
Oh, no, I told you.
I know,
really
I'm
just doing
what
nothing.
What have you been really doing?
Yeah, what have you been doing? You've been learning how to make cheese?
Putting all the bodies I've been saving up all summer and dumping them in the woods. And now I got to start acid bath soon.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, that makes
good.
sense.
Yeah.
What do you recommend? Just like rip out an old hot tub from like a house or something?
Oh, yeah, for sure, dude.
I figure
what I like to do is I go to Costco and I buy all their Tupperware containers and I put them in those and I shake them up and leave them off the freeway.
I was thinking of
prizes,
right? Like shitty situations that you'd have to bullshit your way out of, like fucking. I don't know. I always thought it'd be great to hide a body in somebody's trunk that you really don't like, and then just like somebody you know is a habitual speeder.
You can do what they can do what they did to Stephen Avery. You just drive a car in the back from where the quarry is, and you put a body or in the burn pit and claim that somehow there's shit that happened didn't happen. I've been watching. That's what I've been watching. Making a Murder season 2. That's
great fucking Like I guess
I love it. Have you seen it? Have you fucking seen season 2?
Of course.
Holy fuck.
No. Wait. There's a season 2. Wait. What the fuck?
Yeah, and it gets crazy because like he gets this lawyer like Kathleen Zellner or whatever.
Yeah.
And she's like known for like fucking getting people out of jail. Like she almost got a serial killer out of jail. And so what was it? I'm watching the second season and she goes through so many fucking weird theories and she points out things that they should have noticed. And it is insane how Wisconsin is just fucking stonewalling all of their appeals like insanely. And it makes sense though if you think about it, because if he gets out, he gets his $35 million that he originally fucking is suing them for. Yes. Not to mention he's gonna have a shitload more coming to him because now he's been in jail for what? Almost another 12, 13 years. Plus you got Brandon Dassey's in there for just on his testimony alone. So he's been there for what?
I'm still pretty sure that Avery did. Brandon just seems literally borderline. Like that dude's probably.
He's definitely autistic.
I don't even like.
He's definitely on the spectrum. That kid got coerced hard into that interview. You can just see it.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying. Like, I don't even know if that dude is like 80 IQ. Like, I don't know if he'd pass.
No, they said he has like an 84 IQ at best.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
Like Jesus.
Yeah, that's just. I always like that. What is with Wisconsin and serial killers? Because we could do this all day. Like Illinois.
I don't think Steven actually did it. I mean, if you watch the second season, you tell me you honestly think he did. Because like me logically looking at it, and I'm not trying to like bandwagon. A lot of points that they're bringing up make sense of like how it doesn't connect correctly. Like they have like these DNA matches that are literally almost like fucking way too perfect to even pull correctly like off of something like getting a DNA swab. And the fact that the ex-boyfriend has the day planner with her writing on it, why was that never questioned? Like, how did he have access to her day planner when they supposedly had the Excel sheet in her apartment, and then you have the actual one that she's writing on that would have been in her car with her that day is now in the hands of her ex-boyfriend?
I actually knew a dude who like their family owns one of the large companies in the area. And so they bought a bunch of land and they like made it just their own junkyard personal. And like the cops continue like literally pulling them over. Like you got pulled over on some dirt road in the middle of like it's their personal road.
The Averys or what?
No, I'm talking like a different buddy who lives up by Black River Falls. Like like somebody totally different. Like it's a common fucking hee-haw backwater thing to do is to have just parts and raw metal on demand. And the fucking local cops, like even the sheriff and shit, just. Like they ran against this dude's dad just to ensure that they could try and pass a law to outlaw the shit. Because, it's poison in the water. Because there's just so many like, homesteading kind of nutty. It's like a weird blend between environmentalist loonies and fucking gun nuts. Because, like we were like the fucking second last state to make guns. Like I think we were the last state actually to outlaw any kind of like gun restrictions whatsoever because hunting was so prominent here forever. Like it was required like to survive and up near Duluth and shit. Like Minnesota too was like second to last. Same with drinking. Like we were the last state to fucking turn it to 21 after the federal government withheld all of our fucking state funding for roads. That was like how they leveraged it. Like, oh yeah, no more interstate. Fuck you, bitch. Now raise that shit to 21. Nobody drinks. And like, they like compromise. Like, how about we just beer at 18? They're like, sure, that's fine. Just no hard liquor till you're 21. Like, okay. This is a fucking, loony time.
I've been watching the show Killer Women with Pierce Morgan.
Oh, God. Yes. I saw that on Netflix.
The thing I like about that show is that all the women definitely did it. There's no guessing about it.
Yeah. There's like fucking, those fucking Dateline NBC, like, you remember those shit, like the old school Dateline shit where they're like, this dude killed this person, but they're like, I don't know.
Yeah, they're like they still look so adamantly like they're telling the truth, but like oh, here's a picture of them doing it, and here's their DNA all over the place, and here's a used condom, and like, I wasn't there. I mean, it's just amazing that I ended up in jail. I mean, like, it's crazy, right?
No, I understand that. That's people just being blatantly like playing stupid, and like that's fine. But I mean, if you look at the fact, like, this is what that always kind of boggled my mind, because I remember watching the first season. They say that Teresa Hallback was like raped and like handcuffed to the bed, yet there's no handcuff marks of like where it would have rubbed on the bedpost there at all. The handcuffs were just found there. Not to mention even the key. Look, if you got a cut on your hand, okay, and you handle the key to a car, obviously the blood's going to be on the key, right? And it's going to be on the shifter. There's no blood in either one of those places, so it just seems planted, right? And then on the bottom of like where the steering wheel is, like underneath it, like where the carpet is there, they found like blood crystals, like dried up blood. So like, unless it was scraped from somewhere and then sprinkled down there, it doesn't make sense. So it's like some things just don't scientifically make sense here.
Yeah. That's the kind of, I don't know, the fuckery of the whole thing is it just kind of like, I don't know, if you were getting fucking murdered, wouldn't you try and write something in blood on the ground? Like try and make as much of a mess? Not even
that, but I mean, like, if you got a blood splatter analyst to come in, he could pretty much back the fact that a lot of this blood doesn't look like it was like even done by like someone doing the damage right there. It was like planted. It looks like it's planted. It doesn't make sense the way it's pointed. And then I think there was something else too with the coroner. For some reason, the coroner didn't go out and examine the bones for some reason. And they were told, she was told to stay out of it. And the way the hierarchy works for like the police department is the coroner can arrest the captain of the actual. Well, I think that's how it works.
And to my knowledge, I thought the coroner was married to a cousin of the like.
Is that what it is?
One of the deputies. Is that why I want to say
she was told not to come out, and she said, "Don't involve yourself." And like then the lawyers, the DA started calling her, telling her not to involve herself in the case, and saying, the ongoing suit, blah 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 blah. And I was like,
that's the thing I don't understand. Like it always seems like we're missing some kind of backlog of fucking. Like I want to know what the real.
Why can't we just do a lie detector test? Doesn't that stand up in court anymore? Like I don't understand how.
It's not really like it's.
I don't think they work as well as people think they do.
They don't. Like literally.
Well, but no, they put them up in the first like episode. They put them up to this machine where it monitors brainwaves, right? Like it's basically a machine hooked right to your head.
Yeah.
And like and it'll show you picture or not like words of like things that would jog your memory if you were a part of this crime. So it's like either way you'd get a reaction. Even if you tried to suppress it, like your brain would still recognize it and be like, oh, that's a familiar thing.
No, not necessarily. Like if you're a functioning psychopath or sociopath, a psychopath especially, like if you don't experience any kind of remorse or guilt, then no, like that's the thing. It's like even if you did like a brain scan, like even the hair test for where they put you in an MRI for psychopathy testing and, like do basically the same thing. Even that is not necessarily reliable because of the differences in people's brain structure, because they don't really have like a genetic or like they don't have like a physical reason that they can. All they know is that the feedback loop of like, when you do something wrong and you feel bad and that changes your behavior, that feedback loop is broken, but they don't really understand how that feedback loop works outside of like, they can find things like, oh, the part of the brain that mediates stress is generally thicker. Like, and you find like with people with PTSD, the hippocampus is thinner, like shit like that, where you're like, you can kind of find certain kind of brain formations, but it's not 100% at all. Like it's not even 30.
Okay, so like then talking about that, then like there's also another thing too. Also the fact that this guy they're literally trying to claim that Teresa got shot in the garage or whatever, right? They're trying to say that a 22 bullet pierced the fucking side of her fucking skull and then came out the backside. How the fuck does a 22 puncture fucking your skull, like coming back out on an exit wound? I could never see that happening.
It depends on how much.
It's a rare case. I think.
Well, I would say too, if you're talking the crown of the head, or you're hitting.
No, they're talking about like the side, maybe where the temple is. I think that's what they're talking about. I don't know if it's thinner in that area. But.
The old Russian behind the ear or whatever. Like that's the classic. Because I could see that definitely. If
maybe, but I mean, they're trying to say there's an exit wound, and it doesn't make sense at all. And,
I feel if I was being murdered and I was going to be like, what Google said before about like
you'd be struggling
trying to leave something behind. If I was being murdered, I would leave a clue, a very like definitely. I'm like writing something. I would write something on the ground, but it would have nothing to do with the murder, or it would be random bullshit, and I would just want whatever detective that found me to spend the rest of their life figuring out what the hell it meant.
I just make it more difficult for the murderer. I just like piss and shit myself before
Yeah, exactly. The first thing I thought, piss and shit
I would make
yourself.
it more difficult for the cops, I think. I don't know. Fuck the police, you know what I mean?
Still, I don't know. Like, that's the thing is like, I don't know. Like, I don't like the fact they haven't found a decent motive for the police.
No,
to
they
do all
have.
this.
Watch the second season. Watch the second season.
Okay. No
they literally. Okay, I want to tell you. I'm going to tell you this one thing.
Just tell me. Yeah, say.
Okay, so Bobby Dassey, right? Brendan's middle brother,
yeah, Bobby.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, Bobby Dassey. Okay, so
What did Bobby do?
Bobby Dassey, right? Bobby Dassey got some fucking real sketchy search history on the the Google search engine.
Oh yeah,
searching
looking at shit.
Yeah, teen pussy, all this other shit, like rotten girl, the skin going through fucking girl's stomach, like straight graphic shit, like gore folders that have literally like if you ever collected gore, like this is to anybody that listens to this, if you ever collected gore, you know what I'm talking about. But like this guy was literally typing that shit into Google, right? He's got that, and then he's got these weird like age range things. He's like a 15-year-old teen pussy. Like it's really, really uncomfortable when they start going through this list, and you're like, oh god. And it's like, and then his testimony where he says he saw Teresa go to Steven's trailer is literally completely wrong, because Brian, his older brother, said to him that he saw Teresa leave the property. So he has two different things that contradict, and it's like this whole theory is that Bobby essentially killed her, not fucking Steven. Which and you know what I mean, and they try and rule the idea that graphic porn is somehow connected to like violent tendencies and shit like that, right? So
the classic
and
he plays
no. I mean,
games.
I don't disagree. It's like a big deviancy. Like if you honestly think about it, like there's if you're okay with that and that's what you're using as your material,
that can be said about a lot of things. I mean, I think something that is definitely linked to murderers and serial killers is a manager that sits down with your table in a restaurant and stays for longer than 5 minutes. Those people definitely are going to do something horrible in their lifetime to somebody.
Dude,
you that evening
with no free appetizers. Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Were you not?
Hey, you mind if I sit down at this empty chair? Okay.
Yeah, let me talk to you.
I own the place.
Yeah, like the worst, dude. The fucking.
Were you the one telling me that like there was like a sad, like somebody at Denny's or something, or
yeah,
yeah.
That was even creepier because it just felt like he really didn't want us to leave.
I think he's probably lonely, man.
I know. Denny's, man. No one goes to Denny's.
I like Denny's. I went to Denny's actually. I think last weekend. I guess
dude, IHOP all the way.
I went. No, I had.
I'm an IHOP boy.
They have like a poutine there, kind of thing. They got like got a bit of eggs in there. They got the potato wedges, and then they got the hollandaise sauce. And I'm like, oh boy, I like that. Like, I'm like, it's a really rich poutine.
Heartburn.
No, dude, dude, the IHOPs up here have poutine. Like they definitely have poutine. Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah,
they have poutine on crack where they're like,
but I like hollandaise sauce. Hollandaise sauce is so good. Like,
dude, what fucking poutine where you get to choose your curd? Where you're like, do you want dill cheese curds? Do you want?
Well, we don't all live in Wisconsin, home with the fucking.
Yeah.
I had cheese curds on my way home from the rally. I got some cheese curds.
Yeah, you might get cereal killed, but we got fried cheese. So, we
got fried cheese. Everyone here's got a lot of anger inside of them.
We
got cheese.
Steve Avery. I think he's innocent. He couldn't. He didn't have the
right cheese to kill there. We got so many guns. Nobody knows.
It's funny. Like watching the whole documentary and listening to his whole family talk. I'm like, are they Canadian?
Dude, that's what I'm saying there, buddy. It's the Norwegians and the Germans. There's literally
weird accent.
like a city where like outside Milwaukee or whatever, where it's just a small town where they like all the signs, everything is in German. And like they literally have been talking German there since the like original migration, like 1913. And so they like study it as a linguistic analysis to see how it shifted separate from the mainland type of shit. Like because like really no outside influence is like in the middle of fucking nowhere. Like, dude, there's places like there's a place not too far where they literally cut like there's a dude who specializes, some Norwegian old grandpa, where the family tradition is to carve trees into gnomes, like where they just make giant like fucking I don't know.
I believe it. I mean, woodworking's a big thing. I mean,
I'm not talking woodwork like the old gods. Odin shit, like we got to keep the goddamn fucking leprechauns out there, don't you know, bud? Tell you what, fucking.
What kind of accent was that?
It started with a fucking Irishman and it went right into fucking Nord, don't you know? Tell you what, there, bud, don't you? Oh yeah, there.
No, but I mean, like you watching the documentary, you're like, I'm sorry, are these guys Canadian? Like I don't know what's going on. Like,
did you get
like, I feel like you say an A, then we good to go.
No, there's no A, dude. It's just there, don't you know?
They're like, Brendan's still in jail there, so like, and I'm like, God fucking damn.
Dude,
like,
yeah, when you get to Sheboygan, like that horrible mix of Chicago with the,
it's fucking hilarious to watch. But I mean, okay, it's not hilarious in the fact that, two people can wrongly convicted, but, there's actually one point in the show that literally was like it hit me right in the fucking feels. It was when Alan Avery, like his father, you can tell he's really he's really old. He's like gotta be in like late 60s, 70s, like around there, and he begins to talk about his son Steven, and then he starts to cry, like, and I'm like, oh my God, it's like when you see an old person cry, it's like the fucking worst thing in the world. Like,
there's some fucking spots even in the first season where they like
where you're like
springing on you, like you're not ready for it, you haven't been
and you feel bad, like, and it's like you try not to get like involved, but you feel at the end of the whole thing, you're like, fuck, you're like, you feel involved, like, maybe he was wrongly convicted. It wins you over really quickly. And the funny part is, though, they try and I think after the first season, they're trying to like, oh, it's one-sided, blah 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 blah. They didn't say this. It's like, but then like literally, like what? 2 years later, Ken Kratz gets like hit with a fucking a thing where he had to resign because he did some like bad conduct with like a fucking victim that he was counseling or something. Yeah. I was like, oh God.
Oh, dude, I was gonna say the lawyer.
Ken Kratz was such a scumbag. You just see him and you just you have this weird feeling that he's just up to no good.
Yeah, just like
Ken
I don't
Kratz.
remember his fucking name. Whatever. Insert Stormy Daniels reference here.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, so I was wondering if we could talk about something important this episode.
Is it Halloween related?
No, it's piss.
Oh no, you don't actually know what we could talk about? I actually kind of because I know we were just kind of memeing with the piss topic.
I wasn't.
Pee is stored in the balls. Let's discuss
we all know
boys.
that. We all know pee where it's stored.
Do women have broveries?
The Discord new layout. Could somebody tell me what that's about, please? Thank you.
What's new about it?
I come back and they have games now on it.
Yeah, no, they've been planning that shit forever. Why do you think they have integrated stream? Like, why do you think they have group streaming? It's like so that people can share the games that they stream. Like,
if I buy Nitro, I can get games for free, dude.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing. It's like fucking Steam takes 30%. Discord, I don't think takes 30%. They take a little bit less. And since Steam is,
where the fuck is my free? I should have got free games I was paying for.
Wait, explain this group streaming thing. What's that?
Well, it's like the little like async script that you put into the fucking consoles that like everybody can join the same video and you can have multiple people streaming at once. Yeah, just think about it, like, okay, this is the first, like, have you ever had any single client that can have streaming, voice, as well as like the ability to buy games?
That's what Steam's trying to do right now.
Yeah, fuck Steam. Nobody wants to watch your shitty stream. Stop recommending your goddamn stream. I'm not going to watch some soccer mom play fucking The Sims.
No, I feel you on that.
I'll watch you play The Sims.
If you buy Nitro, you can get Darksiders 2 for free.
No, actually, I as soon as I saw Sinner, which is like a Dark Souls clone. Where it's
I saw that.
Like, this is what they're doing. They're so fucking smart. They release the shit on PlayStation, they release it on Xbox One, and they release it on Discord, and then they go, February, we'll release it on Steam. Fuck you.
Ooh.
Like, like, so you know that, like, that tells me I know, like, I don't know what Discord's actual numbers are as far as like what percentage, but I guarantee you it's less than Steam. Like even if they did 20%, like their infrastructure is all fucking, distributed magic, garbage.
It looks good. The game looks really good.
Actually, yeah, that's the thing. I'll tell you this, like, fucking think how many times you try to watch somebody on Steam and the fucking stream just breaks. or it doesn't load. Or
well, I mean, the voice client used to be hilarious because it used to just piss people off with the ringing noise.
Dude,
that was like what I used to do when I was younger.
Make it a macro and then just spamming hello.
Just spamming it hello all day.
There was a time that people would be streaming like Destiny on Xbox, and you could join the
Destiny's
Discord.
Free. On,
Destiny 2's free right now.
Free.
Yeah, but how many expansions? Cool. They're up to like 15 expansion packs, and
there's like 4.
Dude, I'm not giving you fucking. Okay, we should play some Destiny 2. I do want to sample because it looked like shit when I played it last time, but I had a trash computer at the time.
I don't know. I might play it. I mean, they know what they released at the BlizzCon was the WoW Classic demo. That's coming out now. It's confirmed.
Whatever.
I don't care.
Like literally, that just means like I've already played on a private server for 12 years. Let's be honest. Like, oh wow, Classic WoW. We told you we couldn't do it, but now Ian, the guy who told you couldn't do it, is magically in charge. Oh, BFA's kind of a crashing and burning, and we're just listening, but really we're just trying to limit content by time.
They did actually listen. They did actually listen to like when somebody was crying about it. Actually,
yeah. Well, that's because it's because literally the dude who writes one of the add-ons for Curse like found this thing in the API that actually reads the numbers, and they, from what it showed, that they were down to like 1.7 million subs. And then he came back out instantly after Blizzard's like, no. Like every time Blizzard's stats get leaked, like you know how they used to show like the number of subscribers like with fucking Diablo 3, and then they stopped showing how many people were actually playing simultaneously, and then they did it with WoW because like they lost they lost like 7 million subs or 3 million subs, whatever, with Legion. You know, and BFA's it's doing all right. Like people are still playing and stuff, but Classic, that just proves that they are completely bankrupt, especially when they had so many good systems in Legion that they just threw in the trash. But
yeah, that's the one thing I never understood. They didn't carry it over. But well, I mean, whatever. It's not a surprise to me. It's just
like Mastery reroll. Like that was like I don't know.
Azerite powers, guys. And it's like, yeah, cool. Don't care.
Yeah, I guess it's okay. Like you have more Azerite traits, and that but they changed this. You can't swap out gear.
I don't care about any of it. Like it doesn't. It's like literally, if you're really good geared, it doesn't mean that much. At the end of the day,
no, that's exactly what they did.
Mean nothing.
That's the one thing they try to implement it with BFA, or like at least according to the autists at Blizzard, is like the gap between the absolute tryhard and the casual is 5% difference. Even if you 390, it's like fucking 20k HP. So if you're
split rating though was a big issue to them. They cried about that for a while. So
well, fucking what, dude? Anytime, like here, word to the wise, anybody who used to play WoW or goes to WoW forums, anytime anybody says the words lore, like if they have lore in their post, you can just ignore anything that they say. Period. Yeah. Done. End of discussion. I enjoyed like the lore's been dead since literally Blizzard North got shut down, because Blizzard North was the thing that wrote Warcraft everything 3. Through the Burning Crusade. Like, and that's why
Warcraft 3 was their baby. Like it was.
Yeah. So I'm saying, never forget.
I mean, I like the BFA like idea of Dark Tides throwback, because I used to play Warcraft 2 and 1 and 3. So I mean, I know more in that sense.
They do like they're. I'll tell you this, there's like the first expansion I've actually had some of a halving interest in any kind of lore, but honestly the ease with which you can gear a character to actually get into PvP where you don't have to sit there for 60 billion hours, like the catch-up mechanics, kind of nice. Yeah. I have 3 characters that I can PvP with, and I don't have to like, fuck around for 60 hours a week.
That's true.
Anyway, sorry, Haus. We'll play Destiny with you, and then instead, are you still playing that fucking pirate game? What's it called? Fucking Sea of Thieves?
No, I haven't played it since since everyone kind of got a little busy. We haven't been playing it, but I mean, it still has like free shit coming out every other week.
My dad just called my grandma an asshole.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's funny.
Terrible.
I do want to sample Sea of Thieves. Like it's still like it looks like.
I want to sample both of those. I'll fuck around with Destiny. I'll definitely take.
Well, is Destiny 2 like free on Blizzard?
Yeah, like they gifted it to you after BlizzCon.
Actually, you know what? I had an issue with that because I problem is like I have multiple accounts, and like I went and accepted it on one account, but I was like, I don't think I can accept it on my other account.
I think you can.
Oh, what the hell? You just started playing a Harry Potter movie.
No, the cool thing is, like, now you have the game for free, the DLC stuff, like, very often they'll have, like, a sale, and you'll just get, like,
Christmas
all of
sale.
it.
That's part of the reason why I think they're giving it away. It's like, they know that
that's what's coming up.
Like, that just tells you that they're paying the bills with microtransactions, fucking every customer and all those whales. It's just like Overwatch loot crates.
I don't really see too much microtransactioning.
This has gotten out of hand recently. I was like,
yeah, Destiny's fucking. Well, I don't know. It's been fucking outlawed in a bunch of countries because it's considered gambling, like just like the Star Wars shit with EA.
Destiny?
No, Overwatch, but Destiny I think falls in that same category because of like
no, the loot crate system, like there isn't really a loot crate system, and you can buy silver with money and then use that to buy like these engram things that give you the rewards of the month, but you can get them just by playing, and also you can use the in-game currency from doing things.
Yo, while we were talking, I just opened up the battle fucking Blizzard thing, and they got Warcraft 3 Reforged, so I guess they're
really? Yeah, I saw the demo for that. StarCraft 2 is on its way, or was on its way, but they're pretty... People, or StarCraft 1, people were...
I would play it,
sadly. Dude, DBZ RPG, let's do it.
Yeah.
Forever.
That'd be pretty cool.
1v1 me shopping.
I played StarCraft, though. I played it on StarCraft when I was a kid, too.
Actually, no, I've been having a lot of fun. A couple other friends of mine just got Destiny 2, and they're like loving it. They really had a problem with the first one, and now they love it. And
well, it was a mess. Like
it was.
Yeah, like fucking. I remember you could do that glitch when fucking raids came out, or like the where you just solo.
Oh yeah, I soloed all the raids, and I mean, but then the thing was like I kind of enjoyed finding new ways of cheesing all the bosses.
Yeah, that's just it. It's like if they had let. I don't know, like at least this is the thing I miss about Blizzard North. It's not that I have any issue with the current Blizzard other than the whole, like, let's push the propaganda of social justice bullshit, but the fucking, I miss the, like, oh, well, that's not a glitch. We'll just let that's, like Polymorph having no fucking diminishing returns.
If you guys pre-purchase the fucking Warcraft 3 Reforged, you get the meat wagon mount. Ooh-wee. God.
Ooh-wee. It's like every time they offer you a fucking, whatever their shitty Dota is, what is it called? The Heroes of the Storm?
I actually hate that game.
Unlock a free hero from our very limited repertoire of 10 archetypes. Whoa, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see some images though from this game before I pre-purchase it. Oh, well, there it is. Okay. Oh, it doesn't. Wow, it looks really good.
Doesn't matter. 4 months to Sekiro.
I don't know what you're talking about. They got 4K. Ooh, baby, 4K Thrall. Where's 4K Thrall at?
Will they have the editor though? That's the real question.
Yeah, that's the question, right?
Because like the whole way
more likely
changed.
they will. I guarantee they will. Probably. StarCraft's updating too now on me. Oh shit.
I don't know. In Destiny 1, there was this really funny thing of the beginning of the raid. You had to fight this one boss. I forget the name. I think it was like the Oracle or the Praetorian, and you had to do this weird mechanic thing of like getting the boss to come out and then getting its shield down, and then you had to fight it. But one thing we all discovered is we had to go, most things, and we had to get. You have to do like a weird thing of keeping these robots from sacrificing themselves to these pillars, and eventually you get to fight them. But the hardest thing is when you take a shield down and start a DPS phase, then it progresses and it gets harder. So what we discovered was if you were a warlock, and we would usually have a team of like with 3 warlocks on it just to do this, they had a grenade that made this huge AoE of fire damage. But the enemies would just instinctually like cover themselves and try to get out of it by like slowly walking backwards out of it. So if like a few warlocks chucked these grenades at the boss, this boss was like free moving and would just start walking like floating backwards, and you could eventually make it just fall off the map and die.
Oh, that's a good.
And it was all we ever did. Was that boss was the biggest pain in the fucking ass, and that's what we ended up doing, like until they patched it and put a bunch of invisible barriers underneath the map so you couldn't do it.
Very sad.
I have to buy remastered. Stuff. Why do I have to buy remastered? What the hell? Yeah. Sorry, I'm really dicking around with this.
No, exactly.
No, because it's like the StarCraft's there, StarCraft remastered, and I'm like, wait, why would I have to buy that? I literally fucking bought. Like, what? I have everything from StarCraft.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, it's set to, well, whatever. Like their beta shit is kind of weird. Like I got tricked into that shit as well. I was like, wait, did I buy this? Like I don't think I bought this. Like, oh, it's just the beta. Never mind.
No, I have tons. I have tons of stuff. Like I mean, my account, I had everything. Like I want to play Diablo 2 again. I wish they'd remaster Diablo 2.
Yeah, Diablo 2 is actually pretty fun.
They should remaster that. That's the only thing I'd care about. that, I'd buy a remastered copy of Diablo 2.
You may want to sample Last Epoch. Like that, I hear good things from Last Epoch.
Yeah.
Supposed to be on par, if not better, and none of the, I don't know, the kind of shisty garbanzo beans of whatever the Path of Exile, where your combat just is slow and clunky and autistic, and you're like, oh wow, I died to this particular affix that I can't even see because I just get hit with 100,000 things before I even spawn it. Oh, very sad. Oh, we still have the same desync issues we did at fucking alpha. Oh, very sad, very sad. Don't leap too much. Okay, you got to keep it to 3 leaps, or else you're going to just desync. That's how we limit players from being able to get too powerful. You know,
too many leaps.
Too many
gotta
leaps.
Chain them. You gotta chain them to the ground. Keep your players from figuring out they can do whatever they want.
It's like, oh, you don't want a whirlwind. That's no. That's too much there, bud. Listen, we'll get you a whirlwind at like 35, and then you can have 1 respec token, and then we'll make the skill tree 10,000 times the size that it really needs to be for no reason. So, okay, it's gonna be great, dude. Oh, I should have gotten those 10 extra 8. Like, I don't know. I get the whole like grind to 99, but no fuck like. You remember fucking D2 like hell runs with just nonstop fucking holy paladins, like just hammeredins, like just nonstop hammeredin all day every day, like just a team of like 8 hammeredins spamming through hell trying to make it from 98 to 99 because it was just the most horrifically terrible grind.
That was the greatest part of it, though.
That was really the greatest part.
It was, yeah.
My fucking hammered was top tier. I'll never fuck with him. But
Dude, white runs. I miss doing white runs where you're just
Trist.
Yeah.
I remember when fucking what was it? Diablo walks the earth, and then people were like, "Oh shit, get in here! Diablo's fucking everywhere."
Yeah, dude, fucking literally like just random joining like noobs and fucking with the sorcerer and just, just dash to the end, steal the loot, or literally make it look like you're helping them, and then just fucking snag the loot instantly, like fucking telekinesis.
Or you run into their Uber Trist and you fuck everything up, like you literally just fuck it up from like beyond belief.
That was you know what I found. Dude,
you have Picket, right? And then you have everybody hopping into your games for like your MF runs for like say Hammerden or Sork, whatever you're running. And people are like, "Oh man, fuck this bot, about to go with good shit." I'm like, obviously, that's what I'm set for, you fucking retard. That's why I have it set for my Picket. Like, you're not getting any runes with me. Fuck out of here.
Exactly.
I'm getting all the co-runes. They're all mine.
Dude, I hear it.
Like, I played a little of WoW, and I thought that was more fun than like playing Overwatch.
Dude, anything is more fun than Overwatch. Like,
I hate Overwatch.
I tried.
So
I
bad.
gave it a college try.
No, it's just you need it. It's a team game, and everyone is a fucking retard. And they've been playing WoW so long, and they probably have their mouse sensitivity set to like 20 fucking thousand DPI. You know, it's like
the thing I like about Destiny is that you could be a 1-man wrecking crew, and even if your team sucks, you can still pull it out of the fire.
Oh, you can do that in WoW though too.
Yeah,
like, exactly. WoW is like that, and Overwatch is like, I'm a gorilla.
I need my soldier 76.
Yeah, dude, you should go Red Paladin. Honestly, like it's so broken right now. Like it's so fucking broken. Like Red Paladin's just, dude.
I'm making a tank. I think this time if I make another character, I'm just gonna.
Don't even fuck. Warriors are middle of the line, dude. Just go full ret. Don't even fuck around.
What do you mean middle of the line? They're still.
I mean crit terrifying. Like ret crits for 55k is what I'm talking. Like
you got. Patched in no time. Watch, it's gonna be like
no, dude. 8-1. Like, if anything, no. Shamans are getting buffed. That's their solution. But even then, fuck you. Fight me, kid.
Fucking fight you all day.
Dude, I do want to play some Destiny. Like, I sampled it.
Oh yeah.
It was the most mediocre schlock. Like, oh, just shoot the shame. Wow, we got 4 enemy types, and we're just gonna copy paste everything from the first game. And now you can just run this forever. It's we got 4 things to do.
Nah, give it a try. It's really something.
Do I need expansions? Can we raid?
I think if you get the core game, I think you can still do the first raid.
Okay. So you could carry me. You can give me some loot.
Yeah. Well, the cap right now is light level 600.
What the fucking 600?
Yeah.
What is it? How long? Wait, what the fuck does that mean? How long does it take?
Your armor light level has to be 600. It won't take too long. I got my friend who just got. He didn't have the DLC, and it capped him from leveling up all the way. Of course, because the light level does, and your XP level does like have a limit to what you can do.
Well, how can I get this cool chicken head?
Yeah, the chicken head. Well, that's actually for an event called the Nightmare Forest, and it's like a random generated, like basically wave or level after level, and it's timed. And every wave you clear, you fight a boss at the end of the wave.
Yeah, so it's literally like all of the things you've listed are things that are game modes in TF2 and have been for over a decade.
No, I mean more like in the sense that every time you beat this, you're wearing this hat or this Halloween mask, and each one has a different. You can assign different abilities to them to make you more efficient in the forest.
So it's like Payday.
And it's essentially as the further you get through the forest, the more rewards you get. But it's timed, and most people can't get past 7. But people are saying there's like upwards past 12, and it's just been like all October. I've been just trying
like, it's like plus 10s.
Heroics. Can I just do I have to buy every successive expansion, or can I just get the last one?
There should be an the pass. It'll be a flat feed and probably like $30-$20. And that'll be
wait for
everything.
Christmas for you, honestly.
There'll be a sale, or you can just find a code on like one of those like G2A websites. That's what my friend did, and he got them all. Because when you get the pass, you get Osiris, Warmind, and then you get the latest one, which is humongous, which is the Forsaken.
I've gotten burned on G2A like the last like 6 times that I've gotten something.
I've never gotten burned on them. That's where I bought Doom.
Dude, I used them for years. Never got burned, and then just
my friend bought Sea of Thieves, and he got sent a picture of like a piece of paper and some dude with like literally wearing Adidas track pants, and it was like he was holding a number in his hand on a piece of paper, and it got emailed the number.
It's so good. It's just like the Slav Connect, dude. Like all day, every day.
Some Slav. He's like, yes, I sukablet. I got the code. Skibbage.
Fuck the Russians, but not the Russian bots. You know what I'm saying, my fellow NPCs? Hello?
Hello, NPCs out there.
Hello, virtual ticket. Buy it.
Can I get some Google AFK bot NPC memes, dude? If true, hit me up in the DMs.
Buy a virtual ticket. Watch BlizzCon.
No, dude.
Pay $70 for a
dude,
ticket.
people would stop just sucking Blizzard's dick for 10 seconds to recognize that they have how far they've actually fallen from grace. Like, come on.
I've never been into Blizzard that much.
All right, ban this kid from my fucking Discord right now. Goodbye, Haus.
Yeah, well, I mean, the only time I ever downloaded Blizzard was to play StarCraft 1 and 2, and that's it.
Well, it's not Blizzard games that are fun. It's the Blizzard when Blizzard wasn't, run by.
You guys don't buy
coding.
Blizzard merch? Who are you kidding? Get out.
Yeah, dude, learn how to make some Anna cookies.
I think their logo looks like an energy drink can, so I don't really give a shit.
It does. No, I thought that same shit.
Look how fucking cheesy this thing looks. Look at this.
Yeah, I don't want it.
How dog shit that is.
I have a lot of friends who are playing Heroes of the Storm, and I was like, it looks like something a mix between Dota and StarCraft, and I don't care about it.
It has
I think you underestimated how autistic it can actually get. Where's my Genji katana, dude? Where's my $200 Overwatch Genji katana sword that lights up so I can cosplay at my local BlizzCon? Like,
well, I mean, I think if you're gonna have like little statues, like of like figures and whatever, like why not get something good? Like, I mean, like Warhammer is such good stuff. Like, it's not hard to make some good products.
I was gonna play some Vermintide 2 this month.
Oh yeah, you know what? I haven't played that in a while. I bought that game and I stopped playing after a while.
Like, how fucked is it that, like, when you think about it in terms of like Blizzard literally makes garbage to makes garbage, then makes a toy of that garbage to sell to people who are buying tickets to come to their BlizzCon so they can have proper cosplay. That's like, I don't even know. Like, I know Warhammer would never do that to me. Like, they would never. No. They just give me the exact same leveling system 8 different times with many different types of genres.
I saw, it's funny. I saw like a Warhammer like statuette of like Rogel Dorn, and I was like, I'll buy that right now. I'm gonna buy that right now because I just liked it so much.
I just picture Canada as like a giant Warhammer swap meet.
Yeah.
It's like you go to a flea market, instead of buying tube socks, you get old people selling their old Warhammer figures and stuff.
Just blowing
Would you buy
dust
yourself
off
a Reaper little stick?
I remember the day
why do you want one of these?
You want this power armor? Let me just take the lampshade off here. $5? No problem, bud.
If you buy this power armor, you also got to buy this box of used tube socks. Don't worry, I washed them in river water. It was run down from a cold stream.
I'm Jordan Peterson. I like to sell you different types of Warhammer figurines that will fill the void of your dad not being there for you.
That's actually cool. That's like probably one of the few things I actually have. That's not bad.
I did see Illidan.
You want to buy that?
Yeah, dude. That's the other thing too. Is like when you're in the loading screens and you realize that Blizzard has lost all of their good concept artists, and like the people who work there now are just schlocky garbanzo bean. Like you look at the old shit.
Whoa. What's wrong with garbanzo beans?
The magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you poop.
Do those even make you poop?
I don't know. Okay, the more you get poisoned from the mediocrity. I don't know. Like,
all right, I guess. Beans are pretty mediocre.
I miss old school Blizzard fucking concept art. Like I found the original World of Warcraft box and like the original manual and shit. And it's just black and white, but that shit is just a fucking opus. Like it's an opus for a shitty little manual to a game that doesn't even cover half of the, it's like literally how to control your character.
For the Diablo 2 box and Diablo 1 box. I found those a while back and I was like, God damn, I wish.
I know.
Battle chest, the original
Blizzard North, never forget. Well, that was the best podcast ever. Welcome to the Derailed video game / Netflix / movie podcast, where we
podcast where we Google things for an hour. But yeah, thanks for listening. It was kind of like back to our usual. It felt good to be out of October. And I don't think we're going to do anything back to our usual thing, not talking about October anymore. And I mean, I don't think we're going to do a Christmas thing.
Next
month, Santa Claus for a month.
It's almost Thanksgiving time, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to do month theme every month. No.
Turkey gobble gobble episodes. We're going to have an episode talking about plague blankets.
Can't wait for the smallpox.
Hit us up on
genocide.
Twitter if you want to join the Discord and come join the chat. If you're a foreigner who also, if you're Haus's mom, if you'd like to come on.
There it is. I was waiting all episode. I was gonna congratulate you for not mentioning a mom at all.
I'm just saying
this whole episode. Then you ruined it. I was gonna congratulate you afterwards.
Well, next week it's gonna be after we finish recording. I'm just gonna drop. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like I was really like, wow, he hasn't said one mom joke the whole episode. Now here we are talking about it. Well, but anyways,
because you thought about it.
He thought about it too much. It was. I felt it cooking in his little brain.
It's a deep cooker there. You just make some. I got cheese and your Haus's mom right in there. It's perfect. A match made.
Anyways. Thank you so much for listening. You can find us as always, derailedpodcast.podbean.com, and email us at thederailedpodcast@gmail.com with your questions, suggestions, and maybe answers to the questions we haven't been able to answer our whole lives.
Or just talk shit. Send us
or just talk shit. Send us threats.
Yeah. Well, sure. Yeah, that's fine. Great. I love it.
Yeah, pretty much. So I think that pretty much concludes this episode. You got anything else you want to say, Prods?
No, not really.
No, not really. You don't want to tell these people anything?
Oh, Bubba Coa, come down to the boat.
Baby Coa, come on. Baby Coa, come on. Baby Coa, come on. Baby Coa, come on.
Let's stop.
Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for listening.
See ya.